money and not get any results. It's what they
I
do.
mean,
It's what they do in Queens. Good morning,
the
everybody.
Mets are gonna
Welcome
Mets.
back to the two Dum Yinzers. This is episode 355. 355. Good morning, fellas. Mike, I don't think your microphone's on.
It is not.
It was just muted.
Oh, there we go. There we
There it
go.
is.
There's that lovely voice of the angel that I can't go 2 days without hearing.
Aw.
Now, see? See?
Ugh.
You thought I was going to be a bastard.
No, I hope not, because I still feel terrible. I got a headache now.
You didn't go to that carnival up this way, did you?
No.
I don't want to shit on anybody's parade, but I seen about 3 people on Facebook that's got violently ill that went to this carnival up here.
I think I'm going tonight.
Oh, man.
I know that doesn't bode well for me.
Welcome back. This is our Sunday morning installment of the Two Dum Yinzers. Again, this is 355, guys. 355. We're 145 shows away from the big 500. Ooh, fives in there. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna pull it off. I'm gonna pulling a band-aid off. I'm gonna start with the Pirates. As painful as it is, we're gonna do it, guys, because they don't have much more time on my clock. The Pirates, the Steelers start camp in 11 days. They play a preseason game in 26 days, and they start regular season in 56 days. So the Pirates number is it's up here because they're Mike Derpy. These guys, now get this. They started 0-2 since the break so far, okay? They're now 9.5 games out of first place.
Oh.
9.5. They're only 2 games ahead of the Cardinals.
I told you, man, the Cardinals are going to catch them.
It's bad.
That sounds bad, dude, because the Cardinals they're selling their entire team.
You know, the terrible thing about it is the game last night we lost 3-1 to the Giants. Johan Oviedo, he pitched a great game. He threw 7 innings, gave up 1 hit, 1 earned run, 3 walks, and had 10 strikeouts.
And that's what your problem, Ben, is the bullpen.
And the Giants only had 3 hits. They had 3 hits all game. To 7. And we lost 3-1. Pirates dropped to 41-51, 10 games under. They're now sitting 9.5 games out of first place. Milwaukee's in first. Cincinnati's a game out.
It's not
the Cubbies are 7 games, and of course the Pirates are 9.5, and the Cardinals are 11.5. What's that, Mike?
I was going to say, Derpy was saying, oh, there's my light. That it's the pitching. It's not just the pitching; it's the hitting. We can't score more than a couple runs a game. The offense has to help out too, and it's just bad. Brian Reynolds was what 0 for 3.
0 for 3 with a walk. Yes, yeah. Big stacks. The guy with the big money.
And Zawinski was 0 for 5 in the leadoff spot. I think he was. So yeah, there's a lot to go around here. It's not just the bullpen. It's everything. We had like one good pitcher, and then a couple pitchers where here or there they'll do all right, but then like everyone is just so inconsistent on this team. It's rough.
One of the most consistent people just of recently has been Henry Davis. Henry Davis last night had 2 hits in this game. And then of course, the only run of the game was a solo shot. Mm-hmm. He's been one of the most consistent players on the team. But you know what? The more and more you look at the younger players, they're developing and they're coming along as far as your Marcano, your Palacios, your Gonzalez. I mean, these guys are coming along. Most of them are just within the first month of their major league careers. So we're going to get a look at, the future here over the last 2 months. And especially, Mike, over the next couple of days.
Yes.
The Pirates are playing the Cleveland Guardians here in Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. And our number one pick from 2019, Quinn Priester, he's a right-handed pitcher. He's going to be making his debut against the Cleveland Guardians here over the next couple of days. So I'm really interested to see him because he's being penciled in by a lot of people to be in the rotation next season.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to get a good look at Quinn Priester.
Yeah, we'll see what he can do. I just can't do anything right on my video, so I'm just going to let the light fall where it may. My camera's falling down. I am falling apart faster than the Pittsburgh Pirates right now. This is just compelling television or compelling video right now. So yeah, I'm excited to see what he can do. He only thing I'm worried about is his ERA down in what Double A Triple A where he was with 4.37.
Yeah.
That's a little high for my liking because normally numbers tend to like ERA for pitchers tend to go up as you go up. Batting average comes down for hitters, but he seems to be pitching well. So it might just be it might have been inflated earlier in the season. I didn't go back and look at his stats. I'm not gonna lie, but it was just like one of those things that popped out at me. But I'm excited to see what he can do. God, he's only 22. He's been for the Pirates. That's being fast tracked to the majors.
I tell you what, the one guy, another name that everyone's keeping their eye on is Endy Rodriguez, of course.
Yeah,
the other
he's
day,
so ready to show up.
As Austin Hedges lets a ball pass him, they just before this play made the comment that Endy Rodriguez had just hit his second home run of the day.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the switch. Why aren't they just getting rid of this Hedges? The thing about Hedges, people complain and they say, I hate this where the pitchers bat or the pitchers don't bat now because with DH.
Mm-hmm.
We still have the 9 spot that's basically the pitcher with Austin Hedges. We didn't, It didn't change a bit.
No, it didn't. We're handicapping ourselves for someone who can frame pitches, and he really isn't that good over anything else. He is not.
He can't throw anybody out.
No, he leads the league in base running or catcher interference. So he's letting runs score that way. He can't score anything on offense. He's a waste. And last night, Henry Davis had that bad throw from the outfield that allowed the Giants to get the go-ahead run. So why do you have your number one prospect, who's a catcher, playing right field to have Austin Hedges in there? If Henry Davis is behind home plate, we have a different right fielder. This game could have turned out differently.
Yeah.
It's a clown show organization from
not a lot of good things happening right now for these Pittsburgh Pirates.
No, none whatsoever.
Game 3 today is just after our show ends. 12:05 is the game 3 of the Pittsburgh Pirates San Francisco Giants series. I do believe this is the last time we play the Giants this year. On the hill, we have Osvaldo Bido. He's coming in with a 1-1 record, 4.44 ERA and 22 Ks on the season against Alex Wood. Alex Wood for the Giants is 4-3 with a 4.68 in 49 Ks on the season. If the Pirates can't salvage one today and they drop down to, let's say they drop down to 10.5 games, you might as well stick a fork in this team. And it's a shame because you wanted to see a little bit of a sign of life coming out of the All-Star break, and you're seeing the exact opposite.
It is bad, yeah, because you figure, okay, maybe if they could win a couple out here, that would have been nice. But it's just terrible. We're seeing the same mistakes over and over, like routine plays they're not able to finish. Bad lineups being put out there night after night. It's just from top to bottom, this team is bad. They're going to be close to 100 losses this year.
It's sure looking like. Mike, is Derek Shelton on the hot seat at the end of the season?
No, he just signed a contract extension, and Bob Nothing, we all know he's cheap, and he's not going to pay Derek Shelton to sit at home or go somewhere else.
Yeah.
We're going to be stuck with him for the next 3 years. I think his contract extension was 2 or 3. So yeah, we're going to be stuck with Derek Shelton.
I'm watching a game yesterday, Mike Derby, and this Brandon Crawford, who plays for the Giants. Now he has been there for 13 years. Okay, so and I'm looking at him, and he's won 4 Gold Gloves. He's won this. He's won that. Our version of a Brandon Crawford is Brian Reynolds, because the thing about Crawford is he was playing when we were playing him in the playoffs back in 2014, and I remember him, and he was really good, and now he's still really good. So he's one of those guys that you would like to give a nice contract to. And our version of that is Brian Reynolds. 10 years from now, 9 years from now, when somebody plays us, they're going to say, wow, this guy's still a Pirate. He was there back in 2023. But our version, like you said, I mean, for big money, he goes 0 for 3 yesterday in a game that could have certainly used any kind of offensive help.
Any kind. And he was nowhere to be found.
Luckily, Andrew McCutchen makes his way back to the lineup today. I don't know if that's going to make any kind of difference, but, certainly having his bat in the lineup is better than what we've had. But there you have it. There's the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Hey, McCutcheon's coming back, so hey, yay!
Yeah, I tell you what, that stadium packed up pretty nice yesterday. I was watching the game, and they kept panning out and showing the crowd, and I thought, wow, that's a really good crowd. Derpy, you were going to make the trek to Pittsburgh this week to go to a game, but that's not going to happen, is it?
Yeah, it is not happening this time.
What happened? Did you get grounded?
No.
No.
No, and originally I was gonna go down with a pastor,
Okay.
and his wife couldn't call off. So
We have Mitch Keller on the hill this coming series. We have Quinn Priester. And I'm not sure, depending on how it falls. I can't think of who would be after that. But you know what? I think we win this series. We may do well with San Diego. But once you start playing the Angels and then get back into these division games with Milwaukee and the Cubs, I think you're going to see this team really, really fall fast. And like I said, guys, I'm so glad that the Steelers are just right around the corner.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for Steelers season to start so we no longer have to talk to the Buccos or talk about the Buccos.
I can't wait.
It's a struggle, man. Because there's a few bright spots, but it's just marred by everything else. Henry Davis is looking pretty good, but he had that blunder last night. But he's not a right fielder, so why do they have him out there? Yeah. It's hard to blame him. It's just Bucko fever, baby. The only cure for Bucko fever is Steelers season.
A couple cool things that came along, excuse me, with the Pirates last night before the game. I don't know if you ever watched this show, this Impractical Jokers. These four guys, they basically try to, they do these tasks to try to embarrass each other, but it's to score points and whatnot. It's a funny show. But Joe Gatto and Sal Vulcano, the two of the guys, Joe used to be on the show, they were at the Pirate game last night. And then what I thought was really cool was the Bret Michaels show. They were there like an hour and a half later. So it was kind of cool to see them guys all over Pittsburgh. They loved, just like most people do when they come to the town. But then the other big one this week, guys, is before the game tomorrow against Cleveland. Wiz Khalifa will be in town throwing out the first pitch. He'll be throwing out the first pitch. Him and Snoop Dogg, of course, they're on tour, on their high school reunion tour.
Finally, something exciting happening at PNC Park.
I was playing some Black and Yellow last night. I was getting the feel. I was feeling it, guys.
You're feeling it.
Troy hit a home run the other night. He gets his strikeouts down. He's going to be fine. He is another Pedro. He's another Sawinski. But you know what? We could use the bat.
We need something.
We need something. And every time that guy hits the ball, it's not far from the warning track. Even if he doesn't hit it out, that guy's just got power.
God, it would have been nice if some of these guys could have been healthy all year. Just to see how good, just to see if this team was any decent.
I'm ready for, even if we're out of the hunt, and we will be. I'm ready for Simonio Cruz to come back. He's such a fun guy to watch. Even if he's not 100%, I'll be so happy to see him back in the lineup.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see, if he can live up to the hype.
He's an athlete. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's an athlete amongst baseball players.
Yeah.
As you would say,
Yeah. Yep. No, I'm a ball player, man. I'm not an athlete.
Yeah. Mike, I want to.
Where are we going? We're
gonna go with the third annual Cam Hayward softball game that went down yesterday in Washington, Pennsylvania. Team Pittsburgh beats the team World 16-6. Team Pittsburgh wins the home run derby 10-7. Some notable names that were at the game were Vince Williams, Alex Highsmith, Pat Fryermuth, Connor Hayward, Tyson Alualu. Other NFL players from around the league, Miles Sanders, Jaquan Brister.
Penn State.
And also, get this, and it says, and also celebrities. You ready for this?
Oh, I can't wait. I saw some of the list. I can't wait to hear.
Filippone.
Trash.
Adam Crowley.
Awesome, by the way. Number 2.
Dorn Dickerson. And Adam Rank. These are our celebrities.
Who the hell is Adam Rank?
And he's not even a Pittsburgh. I seen on there. He's NFL. Does NFL work?
Yeah, oh God, I remember back in the day when if you had celebrities from Pittsburgh that were radio personalities, you would have to Kren, like the original DVE lineup.
Bubba.
Yeah.
Bubba was always involved with things.
Well, while this was going on, your buddy, the big guy, the real big sexy, was down introducing Brent Michaels.
Yeah.
To a packed house. But yeah, out of those radio personalities, the only one that I like is Adam Crowley.
So these were the celebrities.
And his bad thing is he went to WVU, so you got to kind of keep him at arm's length, for Penn State fans. You got to keep him a little bit at arm's length.
You don't know where he's been. Cam Hayward, Britt Baker was there again. Hey, one of these years, this last year went so fast. I said last year when we were talking about this game, I said, I'm going to go next year. And then this year came around and I thought, oh, geez, maybe I'll go next year.
Right. I'm never going to go.
It would be fun. I mean, it would be fun, but
none of the names listed would make me want to go.
Yeah.
They just really don't. I don't want to go see Cam Hayward. Maybe Fryer. I'd go see Freiermuth, Miles Sanders, and Jaquan Brisker just to hang out. Just to see the Penn State guys.
Where's Brisker at in the play?
He is in Chicago. He was a rookie last year. He become I think he was their starting strong safety.
Okay.
Dude he can lay the lumber. If he was a Pittsburgh Steeler, you'd be like, oh my God, this guy's like Ryan Clark 2.0. He's not afraid to get his nose dirty.
Okay.
No. Yeah. Chicago. Yeah.
If you're looking for impressive names, you hear some of these names and you might not be impressed. I stumbled across this name the other day. I think you guys might like it. I don't know if you may heard of this fella or you may not have heard of him, but the Indianapolis Colts' offensive coordinator is named Jim Bob Cooter.
Jim Bob Cooter is one of the greatest football names, or just greatest names ever.
Right.
I believe he came up from the college ranks. I forget where he was. And just always that name always made me giggle because I'm a 12-year-old child.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jim Bob Cooter.
I want Cooter on my team. You know what? I would rather have Cooter than what we have. Matt Canada or Jim Bob Cooter.
Just going by name alone, you got to go with someone named Jim Bob and Cooter, because he may not be able to call an offense, but I guarantee you he will have an excellent fish fry. And if I know anything about Western PA, you say fish fry, everyone will show up.
I love Jim Bob Cooter.
You don't know anything about him but his name.
I want Cooter here one day.
Like a guy named, I forget, Dick Army,
Yeah, Dick Army.
Or, how could you not, I don't care who he is. I'm going to go hang out with Dick Army because the name's just awesome. Okay, this guy's got to be up to something.
I remember when Dick Army was, his name was a thing back during the George W. Bush days. And there was a Saturday Night Live skit. And it was making a joke, at Dick Army, and the other person's name was like Vagina Air Force or something
Vagina
like that.
Navy.
Vagina Navy.
Yes.
And I remember thinking to myself, that's the most hilarious thing ever. But yes, Jim Bob Cooter, guys.
That's the first I've heard of that before.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, you figure they just went through the hiring of the offensive coordinator in Indianapolis, didn't they?
I can't remember.
I mean, neither. I don't know.
Just Jim Bob Cooter, man. I'm hanging out with Jim Bob Cooter.
I want. Yeah, we need Cooter here. Chat GPT. You guys want to hear the top 10 best helmets in the NFL according to AI?
Let's hear it.
I'm going to go 10 to 1. I'm going to go backwards. Number 10 is the New England Patriots. The Patriots, according to AI, has the 10th best helmet in the NFL. Number 9. What do you think? What do you think about the Patriots? Do they fall in the top 10 for you guys?
Yeah, it's an all right. Nothing special.
It's definitely better than it was, though.
I agree. Number 9, the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, I like it.
What's that thing called on the Saints helmet? I'm pretty sure 99% of people don't know.
If I would see the word written in front of me, I would be, that's it right there, because it's like a French word, and boom, there it is.
Number 8, the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah.
The Raiders.
Yeah. Overrated franchise. They've won one Super Bowl? No, they've won 2 Super Bowls, and people act like they're the greatest thing ever.
You like their helmet?
It's all right.
Number 7, The San Francisco 49ers, according to Chat GPT, the San Francisco 49ers have the 7th best helmet in the NFL.
It's all right. It's all right. A little high, but it's all right.
You think
It's
Derpy?
just everyone recognizes it. So I
Yeah, because
guess-
it's very recognizable.
All right. With that being said, number 6, you ready for this one, guys? The 6th best helmet in the NFL belongs to. Anybody want to take a guess? You want to take a just take a guess off the top of your head, Mike?
Colts.
Okay, Derpy.
The Jets.
The Jets. 2 good picks. The 6th best helmet in the NFL, according to AI, is the Chicago Bears.
That's just another one that's been around forever. It's just like iconic. Like it's not.
I could see it
bad.
at 6.
It's a classic helmet, but I don't know.
6 out of 32.
It doesn't do it for me. Like I like their uniforms, like the whole thing together.
Yeah.
But you take any one piece, doesn't do it for me.
Number 5, the 5th best helmet, according to AI in the NFL, is the Kansas City Chiefs. Your Super Bowl champions, the Chiefs, which nobody has ever commented these guys had great helmets or great uniforms. Now all of a sudden they're good. People were doing that, and then they did the same
If
thing
the
with
Chiefs are in there, the Vikings got to be in there.
Well, it's kind of like with the Chiefs. It's kind of like I'm going to echo what I saw with Chicago. Like I like the entire get up from top to bottom. It looks nice. The red and the white. But if you just give me their jersey or just give me their helmet,
I know it's probably going to be like Green Bay, Dallas.
we have 4. We have 4 left. 1 through 4. Any predictions in the top 4, guys? Derby says Green Bay, Dallas. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, you got to go Green Bay. You got to go Dallas. I think Pittsburgh's going to be up there. And
yeah, we're going to be up there.
Maybe Cincinnati.
And Cincinnati. What about you, Derpy? Mike says Pittsburgh, Dallas, Green Bay, and Cincinnati. Who's your final 4?
I'm going to go us, Dallas, Green Bay. No, it's Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Number 4 on the top 10 list. You got to remember, this is picked by artificial intelligence. Number 4 on this list of top 10 NFL helmets is the Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
Wow.
The Rams, yes.
Ooh. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't get it either, Mike.
Number 3, you both said the Green Bay Packers. Packers, according to AI, has the 3rd best helmet in the NFL.
Okay.
All right.
It's just because of the history.
It just depends what mood I'm in with their helmet. Sometimes I think it's cool. Other times I'm like, eh.
It's the history of the team. That's probably why.
So we're down to the final 2 teams.
I'm telling you, Dallas has to be up there.
Derpy says Dallas has to be up there. Mike says Pittsburgh has to be up there.
Mm-hmm.
And Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Derpy says earlier, he goes possibly the Vikings. Number 2, the 2nd best helmet in the NFL, according to Chat GPT, is the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys have the 2nd best helmet in the league, according to AI.
Yeah.
And I think you guys both could agree on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And number 1, of course, is the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't think that comes as any surprise. Even if I wasn't a Steeler fan, like a lot of people that aren't from Pittsburgh, the people that just don't systematically hate the Steelers, a lot of people do dig the Steeler helmet. It's a cool looking helmet. It's
cool. The logo only
It's
on
the
one
history.
side.
It's the history of the helmet.
The history, and as Mike said, the logo only on one side. It's black. The black and yellow is a cool theme.
Mm-hmm.
I would argue that even the Ravens could have been in this list. I always thought their helmets were cool.
Like I'm gonna say,
as
like
Mike said earlier
Bengals,
on, the
man.
Bengals wouldn't be a bad.
I like
Because
that.
the Bengals aren't either.
Yeah,
That's
that
such a
black and
unique-
orange with that tiger stripe. How it should have been over a lot of those teams.
Yeah,
Eagles could have been up there too.
a lot of nice helmets.
What about
who's
like
the
the
worst? Who's the
Chargers?
worst helmet? I don't have any thing written down, but who, just in your opinion, off the top of your head, has the worst helmet? You just hate. Did you just hate this helmet every time you see it? Who in the NFL has that helmet?
The Giants.
The mistake by the lake.
I'm gonna have to agree with the Browns. That was gonna be what I was gonna say, but you know what? The Giants are pretty lame too.
Yeah.
It's just it's so blah. That the NY logo, like
Mm.
ugh.
I like the Jets helmets. Hey, did
I
you
like
guys
the old Jets helmets.
with the white helmet with the green football and
Yeah.
that? Yeah, I did too. The Joe Namath helmet. But yeah, there you go. Top 10 helmets in the NFL according to Chad GPT. Number 1 through 10 being the Steelers, the Cowboys, the Packers, the Rams, the Chiefs, the Bears, the 49ers, Raiders, Saints, and Patriots. There you go. Mike, over the weekend, Pittsburgh Riverhounds win their second game in 4 days. They played, I believe, on Wednesday, and then they played again on Saturday.
They've three games in 8 days.
They win this last one against Detroit City 2-0.
Is Pittsburgh becoming a soccer town?
13 in a row they've won.
13 in a row. They host Charleston, the Charleston Battery. Next, this is Saturday. This game is Saturday at 7:30. You know what? They play a lot of home games, I notice. Like a lot of these games are home. I don't see them playing many road. What's that, Mike? Do you know?
It's part of the way the schedule's fallen. They'll probably have a nice little road, a long road trip coming up.
Yeah.
That's usually how, like in sportsman, you see like a lot of home games, and then boom, you got to go on the road, or scheduling conflicts with other teams. Maybe they're sharing the stadium. You gotta work it out the best you can.
And they gave away them really cool stadium statues at the game the other night.
I forgot about that.
Did they have a playoff, Mike?
I'm not sure. I don't know if they just do it like how they do in Europe, where you finish up, you play until the last, however the points standings fall down, boom, that you're league champion. No, MLS they'll use the point system to figure out who's going to be in the playoff, and then they go through the playoff. So I'm not sure on this league how they do it, to be honest with you. I hope they do the traditional European, like boom, okay, season's over, tally up the points. Who's number one is number one.
And no different from any other day of the week, Mike. This is the fastest half hour, I always say. Why don't you go ahead and tell everybody about the website?
Dumyinzers.com. Over there for all your Dum Yinzers needs. We got the merch store. You can buy your Bob Nothing merch. Definitely buy that and wear it to the game. And just tell everyone that where you got it. Dumyinzers.com.
We got one more. This is the last San Francisco Giants trivia of the year. No more after this. You guys ready?
I am ready.
All right, Derpy.
I'm ready, but I'm not ready for trivia question tomorrow because I know it's going to be a pain.
Well, you just wait. Trivia question of the day. Last San Francisco Giants trivia question of the season. Of course, this is who we're playing today. Game 3 of this second series against the Giants. Which brings us to this question. Which Giants pitcher hit 2 home runs in an opening day matchup? Which Giants pitcher hit 2 home runs in an opening day matchup? Go ahead and think that one through, guys. Two Dum Yinzers, we are on 7 days a week. We're on our summer schedule. So we're on from Monday to Sunday every day at 11:30 a.m. And the show that we do every day gets uploaded over on Spotify at 8 o'clock p.m. So every day, if you need to get your podcast fix, go over to Spotify at 8 o'clock p.m. And the show that we did live that day will be uploaded every day on Spotify at 8 o'clock. All right, guys. Which Giants pitcher hit 2 home runs in an opening day matchup? Pretty impressive. I didn't know this. I didn't know that this happened. But as you read the statistic, you think, wow, what kind of luck is that? You usually get Pirates. They can't hit over, not Pirates, but Pirates. The pitchers can't hit over, 150.
Yeah.
You have this guy hitting 2 home runs in one day. So quite a luxury. Let's go ahead and start with Derpy. Derpy, who do you think was the Giants pitcher that hit 2 home runs in an opening day game?
I have no idea. So I'm just going to go with a random creative name.
Okay.
The Hippie Slugster.
The Hippie Slugster.
Yep.
Interesting pick. Mike, over to you. Which Giants pitcher hit 2 dingers in an opening day game?
Let's go with Madison Bumgarner.
Madison Bumgarner. Is that your final answer?
Probably. That's probably him, but
I'll go with him. It's the first pitcher that popped into my head.
All right, probably one of the only San Francisco pitchers that I care to remember. And you know what? I don't even care to remember, but I do. So Derpy says Hippie McShlugster. Mike said Madison Bumgarner. Question is, which Giants pitcher hit 2 home runs in an opening day? I think the best guess would be Madison Bumgarner because the correct answer was Madison Bumgarner. Must have been amazing to have a guy like him.
Money.
Back in the playoffs, the one year
I remember Tim Lincecum. That's about it.
Oh, Tim Lincecum. I was reading, going back to get this trivia, digging through this. And the one thing that I seen was he went he won 3 straight games, or he won 3 games in the World Series that they played, 7 or 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
On top of hitting home runs, could you imagine having a guy like this?
It'd be nice.
They didn't deserve Buster Posey at the end of his career.
He was there most of his career, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was there in the entire career.
Yeah, I thought so.
I'm just saying they didn't deserve him at the end of his career because they sucked.
Yeah. But what they do? They won like 3 World Series in 6 years or something, didn't they? It was like every other year that team was winning a World Series.
It was somewhere.
They were doing
2010,
something.
2012, 2014, I think.
Yeah. So there you have it, guys. Madison Bumgarner. Mike, you got anything before we take off for the day? Wrap up the weekend. Get ready for a new week.
I got nothing. There's no late breaking news.
There really isn't. Sports have been so
I mean, I just saw that McCutcheon's being active.
Yeah, that came out that's about it.
Yeah, that's it. Pirates are starting.
One day closer to training camp, boys. One day
closer.
As soon as we conclude the show, go over to AT&T Sports. You could catch the Pirates game 3. It started at 12:05. Derpy, you have anything before we roll?
Well, that just happened.
What's that?
Evan Ingram's getting an extension to the Jaguars.
Okay.
But that just happened. But that's not the one I wanted to say. But Stairway to 7. That's all I got.
All right. I got 56 days, which would be Alex Highsmith days. Amount of days left till the Steelers regular season. 26 days till the first preseason game. 11 days till camp. Rod Woodson. And who's a good number 11? Is there anybody that you can think of who's number 11? I want to say
Mike Wallace.
Kent Graham.
No, White Wallace was 17.
I think Kent Graham.
Actually, I want to say something else. Yeah. We didn't have this show yesterday.
What's up?
Happy birthday to belated birthday to John Stallworth.
Yeah, it was Stallworth's birthday.
And, second best receiver in team history.
And also I seen Big Nate Herbig just had a birthday the other day too. So there you have it, everybody. That's it for you guys. I think we're gonna get ready to take off. We're gonna wrap it up. Everybody have a great weekend. We'll be back tomorrow first thing at 11:30 a.m. For Derpy, Mike, myself, the 2 Dum Yinzers. Everybody have a great rest of your